farm advisor extraordinaire from Kings County. 34 years in Kings County, serving the growers. Very, very conscientious, very dedicated to serving.
The things that I will remember most about my job in Kings County, and I certainly won't lie to you, was that there were a lot of long, hot days. It takes a lot of work to get agricultural information that can be analyzed statistically and then presented in a format that shows significant differences. That's one of the things I want you to remember about the information that the University of California provides you. It is researched, statistically analyzed information that has significant differences associated with it. So we have demonstrated value to a certain procedure.
What makes a farm advisor really successful is their dedication and commitment. And I think that's what we've seen. Bob is dedicated and committed to the growers that he worked with.
I also sincerely will remember all of the great times that I spent out in the field with the growers. I have to share this because it's one of my most favorite moments, is doing research with Lot Bairstow, who was one of the early cooperators. And all of you guys out there that participated with me when I was just a growing tree and not one that already had fruit from which you could pick and enjoy the benefits of. Those that were out there with me at the beginning, Lot Bairstow and John and Nancy Barker and Joe Summers, Paul Stanfield, Donnie Rose on the west side, Mr. Pistachio of Kings County. Those were the individuals that really made a difference. And the story I'll share with you is sitting in Lot Bairstow's room that he took from his mom's original house on 11th Avenue, and he and Rodney drug it over to the Viner Ranch on Fargo Avenue, and sitting in that little room and visiting with Lot and telling story and drinking a cold one. Those are some of the days that I remember most fondly.
Congratulations, Bob. This is an honor you really deserved probably a long time ago. You've really been instrumental to the walnut industry and the nut industry in general, and it's pretty incredible. I've known you for a long time, and when I first met you, you had a hard time starting a siphon pipe. And now you're an expert in the field of nuts, and you've been a great asset to our entire industry. Thanks, Bob.
Lots of projects he had involved many early morning, late night data collection exercises, and he was the first guy out there doing the hard work.
I am very thankful to God that I did what I was supposed to do, and it again was through this cooperative effort. Farmers willing to say yes to projects that inconvenienced them and made life more difficult. Wayne and Doug Weisharber's ranch, Stuart Clark and Jeb Hedrick contributed to gathering data so that you had it to learn about the differences in rootstocks and how it affected walnut performance. From that kind of data, you developed walnut orchards much more rapidly. Rather than it taking 2 years to get them up the stake and starting your primary branches, you got them up the stake easily the first year.
We've been blessed to have someone like Bob Beede in this industry. His work ethic is more of a farmer work ethic than a typical government employee. He can be reached at 5 o'clock in the morning or 10 o'clock at night, it seems like.
Donnie Rose, or Mr. Pistachio on the west side. Donnie opened up his 2,500 acre ranch to let us carry on 20 years of water research, where we developed the ET requirements for pistachio, and we also did the same thing at the Kearney Ag Center for developing the ET requirements for walnut.
This is Russ Waymeyer, and I'm honored today to be in a pistachio orchard. Congratulate Bob Beede for a job well done over these years and his research efforts to help create this industry. And I wish you the best, Bob.
My name is John Toss. and farming here in Hanford area seems like forever. Bob has helped our family with many different things over the years, and we appreciate that, Bob, and we wish you the best in your retirement.
The other part I'm going to remember about my job is the contribution that all of the SRAs, that's a fancy term for Staff Research Associates, and Kings County assistants made to getting all of the data.
If someone walked in and came to the front counter looking for advice on their trees in the backyard, Bob would drop everything he had in the office and be the first one up there. Didn't matter whether it was one tree in the backyard or your farming 1,000 acres on the west side. Bob was there to help solve whatever problems they brought.
His dedication's been just unreal, and we can never pay him back for all the time that he's put into it. And what the bang that we've got for our buck with Bob Beede is incredible. It's rare in this day and age to see the kind of passion and dedication that he's shown for us as growers.
There was about 10 of us, and we went up on the Kings River way up there, and you, Bob, being a person that needs to know the answers for everything, as we were waiting to get in the raft, there was one guy asking all the questions. And, you know, what do we do with this, and what do we do if this happens? And it was you, Bob. You asked every question that we ever wanted to know. And when we were ready to go, do you remember what you put on your head? You put a World War II combat helmet on your head, and this is the way we went river rafting. I will never forget that, and I bet you don't either. But anyhow, Bob, we enjoyed socializing with you and Mary, and the business community. Wish you the best, and we'll see you in church Sunday.
Besides being a researcher, he's a great surfer. And as we learned at the last pistachio convention, he's a great dancer. And he even got out on the stage and did a little jig for us, man. And he was strutting for pistachios. Go, Bob!
We love him.